Well, the FTC, Federal Trade Commission, issuing a report today saying that pharmacy benefit managers, PBMs, exercise vast control over the healthcare industry here in the U.S. Here with more on the latest on that report, we want to bring in Anjali Kemlani. And the blame seems to be placed on these PBMs for really driving up prices.
Yes, and this is an interim report from the FTC. They've been working on taking a look at the PBMs and trying to figure out where the cost in the system comes from. We know that there have been complaints over the years, and what this report largely did was validate some of those claims, looking at what independent pharmacies have pointed out to, which is sort of if you consider it sort of a veering of the prescriptions to their specialty pharmacies. So what the report found, for example, was that the top three PBMs, which include CVS, United Health's Optum Rx, as well as Cigna's Express Scripts, account for 80% of the 6.6 billion prescriptions in the U.S. every year. And so that is one shocking statistic. The other being that we've seen the spend of PBMs really increase over the years as a part of national health spend. So, for example, in 2016, 14% of the national spend was $456 billion, and that's what the PBMs contributed. Meanwhile, in 2023, they contributed more than $1 trillion, and that was 33% of the national spend. So looking at the vast change that has happened over the past few years, and even in the last 2 decades, decreasing from a market of 30 different PBMs to just these top three, tells you all you need to know really about this. Now, we did get a couple of responses from the PBMs, looking at Cigna in particular, saying that they are worried about the sort of biased conclusions that came out in today's interim report, and they're looking forward to addressing them with the FTC. All of them have said that they've, over the last 2 years, really given millions of documents to the FTC in order to help frame this report. We also note there is one dissenting opinion from one of the commissioners. So all of this to say that the story is not actually done. What we do know is that some of the complaints and concerns about the opaqueness and the driving higher of prices have been validated by this report, but we're waiting to see a little bit further what the FTC has to say and what they can show in terms of numbers about those increased costs.